Hello YouTube. So if you watched my video on the installation of the under the tailgate brake light, we got the brake light installed, and then we had some issues when it came to how it was connected to the truck. So we had to do a different way to connect it. So we put it to the tail lights instead of the 7-pin hitch connector. Well, a lot has happened since that video. Shortly after I got the tail light installed, I noticed that my truck had a sensor go bad in the door where it made it seem like the door was open. So it was, the driver's door was saying open, which of course on these trucks there's so much stuff on it, it gave a lot of little different errors. So I had to take it into the dealership. Plus there was a recall on the tailgate. So I took it to the dealership and they discovered that in fact that the door sensor was bad. So they ordered a new one. Once they opened the door, they realized there was a couple of issues that needed to be addressed as well. So they had to order some more parts. So while the truck was sitting outside of the dealership, a thunderstorm actually came, and lightning struck the truck and went through the antenna. Well, there was 47 modules, as it's described to me, on this truck that controls various different components of the truck, anything from the radio to power steering to, air conditioner, everything, windows, and the whole 9 yards. So 15 of those modules were showing errors. So it seemed like lightning ran through the truck pretty good and ruined some modules. Well, that didn't make us feel very safe, especially when we're pulling, a fifth wheel camper at about 18,000 pounds. What didn't we know would be an issue inside of the truck? So we made the conscious decision to trade it in. If we can get a trade in, once we got it running, trade the truck in and buy a new one. Well, a couple of different things started running through our head when we made that decision. One, man, what's the diminished value of the truck? Mainly because we had to file on our insurance, and by filing on our insurance, it's going to show up on a Carfax. So what's the diminished value of the truck now? So we decided to go ahead and trade it in at the dealership that had it. And that's what we did. And so yesterday I picked up a new one. It took us about 3 weeks to find the truck that we wanted. I was very adamant about having the same trim package that I had. It was a Lariat. So just to kind of bring you up, I had a 2017 F350 Lariat. It had the fifth wheel prep package in the back of it, which was important because I wanted to be able to remove my fifth wheel hitch when I wasn't using it. But it had a bunch of other stuff, the LED light package, the ultimate technology package, the ultimate towing package. So it was a really nice trim level of a Lariat that took me the better part of a year and a half to try to find, especially at the price point that I wanted to pay it. So anyway, it was important that we kind of kept that trim level. The search took about 3 weeks to find one, and we found it out of Florida, so close to Tallahassee. So anyway, so what I'm gonna do now is do a brief overview of the truck that we got, and some of the mods that I'm gonna do to it, starting especially with some of the ones I had planned for the 2017. So I got a 2019 because there were rebates on it that weren't on the 20s. The 20s have the 20 speed, the 10-speed transmission on it. I didn't know how those work. I didn't know if I was gonna be comfortable with those or not. So I kind of steered clear of those. But anyway, so I got a 2019 F350, and let me show you what it looks like. There it is. 2019 F350. It's a King Ranch edition. I really wasn't looking for a King Ranch or a limited. The Lariat would have worked. The only problem that I had was finding the trim package exactly like I had it before. There was always something that was deleted out of it. So one didn't have the sunroof, the other one didn't have the lane assist, another one didn't have the fifth wheel towing package. So in order to find the one that I was looking for the way I wanted it to, we had to go up to the King Ranch. This is called Blue Jean Metallic Blue, sorry. And it has the gray two-tone that's known for the King Ranch down to the bottom. It's a 20-inch Michelin tires on the back end of it. I mean, on all 4 tires of it. It has the spray-in bed liner, which I really enjoyed, and I'll show you that in a minute. Of course, it comes with the what's known as the King Ranch badging on the back. As most Ford people know what that is when they see it. That, the Limited and the Platinum, are both very distinguishable in that regards. So in the back is the fifth wheel prep package. As you can see there, the 5 pucks. The center is for the gooseneck. The 4 is for the drop-in hitch. And then, of course, it has the 7-pin connector in the back. This had the factory spray-in bed liner, which is actually a really good bed liner. And as you can see in the back right there, it comes with the embossed Ford oval in the back of it. I had never seen that before, so that was pretty cool. It is a 6.7 liter. I think this is probably the last generation of that motor for Ford. But that's a proven workhorse. It does a tremendous job just running and pulling. It's a great engine. But I believe they're going to a different engine in the next generation. I don't think they're going to do any more with the 6.7. At least that's what some of the blogs are saying. Again, as you can see, that Blue Jean Metallic is a really beautiful color. It is known in the Ford line. I think you can get it in almost every trim level, or at least the Lariat and above. And it is really a gorgeous, gorgeous color. As you come around here to the side, you can see it has some unique things to it for the King Ranch version of it. There's some extra chrome here along the door that we normally wouldn't have on a Lariat. At least I didn't. And then again, it extends over here to the back. As you can tell, King Ranch is a brand for Ford. I don't really know the history behind it, and I'm kind of curious about it, especially the emblem. That kind of looks like a snake to me, but kind of curious what that stands for. As you come around the side here, you can see classic big Ford emblem as always. The Super Duty emblem is there. And then around the other side. So one thing about King Ranch is known for is the interior. That's really what the trim level is the interior. This one also comes with the power deployable running boards. Sorry, I didn't get that. Let me go back. So you can see, comes with the power deployable running boards, which I had on a Platinum 150 that I had before. So as you can see, this is called a Java interior. So it's a dark brown coffee color. Comes with the all-weather floor mats. So those are really convenient. Normally I have to buy those aftermarket, so it's really nice having them come directly from Ford. And it is badged with the Super Duty logo or Super Duty name in there. Again, King Ranch on the threshold of the truck. And then this beautiful, beautiful color for the interior. So these seats are not the typical Lariat seats, I know for sure. They're probably more conducive with the Platinum seats and above, but they're extremely soft. They have the contour or what you would know as the massage option in them as well. And as we come along in here, it has the B&O radio system. So it's the premium version of that. And of course the panoramic moonroof now that is almost standard. I don't know if they have the regular moonroof in any of the Fords now. I think they all come with the panoramic. This beautiful interior wood here. These are actually wood panelings, that's actually wood, not the plastic faux wood that comes in the Lariat editions. Real leather across the top of the dashboard. Real leather across the top of the dashboard, as well as a real leather wrapped steering wheel. But the inside is just absolutely immaculate. Here's the emblem I was talking about. I'm not quite sure what that stands for or the history behind it, but I'm gonna probably try to do a little bit of research. If anybody knows, let me know. As you can see across the top of the center console as well. So if we go back here to the back seat, and Ford has just done a really great job in their spacing in their trucks. That's why I keep a Ford. There's just so much room back here in the back. That's my keeper I bought earlier today. Oh, sorry, Preeper. So much room in the back of these trucks, and the option of being able to fold this down is really handy. So we'll hop in on the driver's side over there. It is the FX4 off-road package, and it comes with the different shocks as the normal 4x4s do. It also has the wheel well covers in there as well. So as we come around here to the side, to the driver's side, see what I can get in here. So let's see. Of course, it has the Sync 3 radio system in it, and doesn't have adaptive cruise control, which is what I really wanted, but it wasn't a deal breaker. It didn't make me not want to buy the truck because of that. So again, it's a really beautiful truck. Rides great, just like a 350 you would expect a 350 would. One thing about 350s that I have learned in my time of driving them is they like to be loaded. And if they're not loaded, they do ride a little bit rougher than they do if you have some weight in the tailgate. So my plan going forward now, being that we had to kind of change things in the middle, I really wasn't in the mindset or even in the market to buy a new truck. I'm really grateful that I was able to do it. I'm even more grateful that we were able to find this truck, and there's plenty of 2019 reviews out there, so I'm not going to do a full review. These trucks are very proven. There's nothing that I can tell you about it that's not already out there in YouTube. I really just want to introduce you to the truck here that I have, mainly because we're going to try to do some things with it. Like I said, going forward, some mods. I have to put some airbags back on it like I had in my last one. So I had the Airlift 5000. So it was a 5,000 pound bags with the Airlift 72,000 wireless compressor. So the lightning that hit the truck damaged the pump, or the compressor. So I had to buy a new one. I'm buying new bags because I traded them in with the truck. It kind of helped me with some of the trade-in value. So I'm going to go buy some new bags. I'm going to try to put those on myself. They look relatively DIY, so I'm going to try to do that. And as well, at the same time, we're going to put the thing that started it all, I guess, our tail light, brake light back on the back. And then there's some other lights that I found that I want, some emblem, some badge lighting that goes around the 350 in the front. We should be able to do all that and hook it up to the upfitter switches that are already installed in the truck. So for now, like I said, I just really want to introduce you to this truck and kind of tell you what's going forward and kind of like fill in the blanks of what has been going on since my last video. So if there's anything you guys want to know, feel free to go ahead and drop it in the comments below, and I'll be in touch. Until next time.